let us graduate the leader. Leadership is generally walking so that people can see how you walk. It's not what you say, it is what you do. And it takes a servant leader to actually come to class and sit and study and not tell people and then you come. Getting in there and actually doing the homeworks like everybody, practicing what they have learned. And I like what your leader has done. They have not just learned these things in idleness, they have practiced it. Basically, they will find themselves nowadays giving a lot of group presentations, and the beauty of it is continuously turning into sales. And that is what leadership is. Influence the people with what you do. But for your leader, it is not just what they will do for others, it is what they will also do for themselves. This is somebody who found this as a chance for personal audit. How well am I moving? The things I am doing, can I do them better? And they have discovered many other things that they have done right and many things they want to write and continue on their journey. They've done well for themselves, but they can actually even do better. So this afternoon, let's graduate our leader, Jeremiah Onyao.
I want to thank the management, starting from our MD, then my boss here, Simon, for allowing us. You can imagine for the last 11 weeks, we have been spending every Thursday in the office, while we are supposed to be out there and out there selling. But the management, with Simon here, they gave us the opportunity actually to sit down in the office so that we can upgrade our skills. Thank you so much, Simon, and thank you so much, Pioneer Top Management, for giving us that opportunity, even giving us the facility of us sponsoring the training. I want to say to Mr. Waome, thank you so much. Actually, I thought I have done quite a number of things because of my upbringing being in Kibera, because you can imagine 14 years ago I was paying a house rent of 200 shillings, and it got to a point actually when I was earning, when I was 6 months later, I was earning about 120,000, and I was still in that house. Why? Because I had a goal to achieve, because I wanted to buy a car. That's how I bought my first car, cash. That was a Nissan V14, about 600,000, and I bought it cash. Because if I was earning 120,000 and I pay house rent 200, I had a balance of what? 119, 800. So I could save comfortably 115 every month to go and buy my car. And for sure, when I achieved that, I really actualized, because I remember the first 2 days I slept inside the car. Of course, with a sword. Yes, and many other weapons there. So I want to say we have achieved, Daktari. I thought actually I've done quite a number of things, but when I listed them down, what I have done, Daktari did not let me go and the thing that I have achieved. We sat down and he worked on my mind. And I went back in the house and I told my wife, hey, I thought we are doing something, could be we are doing almost nothing. And we had to look at our projects, we had to look at our finances, we had to look at our projects. And I want to thank you, Daktari, personally, because you have really changed my life. To Simon, that I also appreciate, I have about 12 guys, for one has not graduated because has not done homework. I'll go and sit down, even if I'll use Mwakenya to ensure that he does it. I will ensure that I assist him so that he can come and graduate. I have a team of 12 now, so we are going to form a WhatsApp actually today, whereby we are going to be reporting our business, what we have done on a weekly basis, so that I want even you to see, yes, you invested in this, and these are the results. These are the fruits of your investment. Number two is on last week on Monday, we said me and this team seated here, we said we are going to go on holiday. That is in March next year. Personally, I learned every shilling, how it can have impact on me. And precisely, my boss, if I can tell you that is, from this training, I am now able to go into any market and break through. The power of a shilling, actually, I would like everybody seated here to include that into your presentation. I didn't know, Simon, for the last 25 years, and me and you, we have been 25 years, we have been out of school. If we saved 1 shilling daily, just weekly, we could be having right now 3,600. If it went to 100, we could be having 360, exposed to 12% annually. If it is 1,000, I even know those things. If it's 1,000, we are talking of 3.6. So there are some houses right now, they are being sold at Kenyatta Road, and they are going for 3.5. So if everyone who has worked for 25 years, you have been saving just 1,000 on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, then right now you could buy a house without no loan. Yes, without a mortgage, without anything. Then it went further. If you are able to save just only 5,000, we are talking of 18 million. Wow, Captain. Yes, you could be talking of what? 18 million. If it's 10,000, you are talking of 36 million. I've learned minimizing waste and building contingency fund. Actually, last Saturday, I was sharing with the Daktari. I loaded every, what do we call them? Those metals, the scrap metals. You can imagine I had built, in my compound, I had built another structure there, and this is a store. For what? For scrap metals, you can imagine. So last Saturday, I loaded everything. I was sharing with the Daktari. I loaded everything to my pickup, and I took them to Thika. Kilo ilikuwa 25 shillings. So can you imagine how much I made? So I learned on how you can actually make money. Yes, I tested. That money is very sweet. Yes, so we can go and make money through that. I have also actually looked through the training. Now opportunities, I'm able to see opportunities like motivated sellers. I think I shared with the class whereby the other, like a month ago, I went to Kaviani, where I am born, and I met with somebody. A land which is roughly about 400,000. That person was in need of cash. So through the training, because of motivated sellers, I was able to buy that land at 140 shillings. A plot, 140 shillings, because he wanted to go and raise school fees. So thank you so much, Daktari.
Shortly, I want to invite Simon, who has been very, very instrumental in getting us here.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wahome. It is one of the best afternoons for me to have sat here for those hours and be able to witness the transformation that is happening during our time. But before I say much, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. For those that we are meeting for the first time, my name is Simon Wamejo. I work with this great team of Pioneer Assurance. And first of all, I want to bring the apologies from our Managing Director, Mr. David Rono, who would have really wanted to be here with us. It is also a good day for me because you can see, for those of us who are in Pioneer, I shared something in the page in the morning that in the latest survey done by IRA is that we are amongst the top 3 companies who are best in customer satisfaction. And, thank you. It is in today's Business Daily, which gives me a lot of joy because Mr. Wahome, and I think I shared this with you, 1 year and 4 months ago when I was being appointed for this position. And it is, I think, point number 1 among the things that the MD asked me to do in the letter that he gave me is that it is to go and bring back integrity and ethical setting in the ordinary life department. Because by then, things were too bad for us. We were actually, again, amongst the top 3 who are giving the poorest, who are having a lot of complaints, according to IRA. And now, 1 year, 4 months down the line, tables have turned. We are now among the top 3 in customer satisfaction. What a better day. What a better day for us to be able to celebrate this. I joined the industry in the year 2014. Then it was in CIC Insurance. And for the 11 months I stayed there, I think a few months down the line, my then national sales manager, Mr. Stephen Moshire, and I really want to thank him, even though I think he's now out of the industry. He told us there is a class that you want to attend. We had gone to Nanyuki, I remember, for a team building. And he said, there is a class that all of us must attend. He was actually saying it when we are in the bus going. All of us must attend. And this class is offered by a guy called Wahome Gari. The first thing that crossed my mind was that this guy should know that I have been a banker for 8 years. So I understand the things about money. You know, the first thing that crossed my mind then. But thereafter, when I sat down and I thought about it, I was like, I think I really need this thing for myself as a person. Bad enough, for the period I stayed there, in 2014, it never happened. I don't know that it happened thereafter, but it never happened. But I carried the idea. Eventually, when I came to Pioneer, of course, there are so many other things to think about, so it was not a thing that I was thinking about until the time that we met with Wahome, and how this thing now was on the table again. And when we discussed it with Mr. Wahome, I went and shared with the MD and told the MD, there is something that I think our people need to do. So I floated the idea, but I remember telling Munyao, and I later told you, that even as we begin it, managers must get into it. And I said, whoever does not want to get into it, you either leave your position, or I am going to do a deduction from your pay slip and pay for it. That's what for the managers in Nairobi. So there are people who really, I could tell that they are seeing me as an enemy, that we want to raid our pockets and get out that 4,800. I could read your body languages also at that point, but I said I will pretend I'm not seeing and I will put my foot down, that managers must attend. And I said, to show that it's not a bad thing, so that you do not think that we are having a deal with Mr. Wahome, that I bring people and I have got a cut, I said I'm also going to come myself. And in fact, by then, I even wanted to come with my wife. We come for the same class. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so much proud of you because of what you have gone through. When I hear you now saying it to yourselves, when I hear the positive confession from yourself, First of all, it tells me I was right in forcing you to join the class. And I'm now happy about it. I got to know that completely I was right, and this thing was helpful, because I used to keep asking you in individual capacity, do you think this thing is worth as we went on? Of course, you could tell me, boss, it was worth. You are going to become, and Mr. Home has repeated it very many times, you are going to become a yardstick which is going to either open doors for others or close doors for others in the company. I am sure you are going to be watched. What is the value that we are getting out of those of you who have gone through this? Someone talked of a strategy that they called IPA. That if you want to succeed, you acquire knowledge, you internalize it, you process it, and then you apply it. I have got no doubts that you have acquired knowledge. When I hear you speak, I have got no doubt that you have internalized it. In fact, I am sure that you have really processed that information and knowledge that you have acquired. Application is the real test. Once again, let's go out there and apply what we have been able to learn, because that way it is going to make a difference in our lives. Thank you so much, and God bless you.